This podcast is intended for mature audiences only. We explore topics surrounding sexuality, intimate relationships, and related subjects in an open and candid manner. Please be advised that we are not licensed marriage or sex therapists, and the content shared here is for entertainment and informational purposes only. If you are under 18 years of age or prefer not to engage with discussions about sex, relationships, or mature language, we strongly recommend that you refrain from listening further. However, if you are of legal age and comfortable with this content, we invite you to settle in and enjoy the show.
Hello, and welcome to another episode of Beyond Monogamy. I'm Adam,
And I'm Pris.
and it is a Wednesday quickie. Yes, it is. And today, let me tell you, we are talking about the weekend and not this upcoming weekend and not the singer. Although I don't think he's the weekend anymore.
Is it a guy that sings The Weeknd? The Weeknd is a guy?
I thought so.
Oh, wait, it is. I'm thinking of the song The Weeknd by SZA. Not it.
Oh, wow. Anyways, we're talking about this past weekend.
Okay.
This past weekend was a very, very fun weekend. It was also, there was some firsts for us. There was some firsts that were pretty cool. Good times were had by all, but just a lot of different experiences for us.
Yeah. We had a Boogie Nights-themed meet and greet.
Yeah, that was fun.
That was fun.
That was fun. What did you wear? You wore like a 70s jumpsuit or
like a
80s
70s,
jumpsuit?
yeah, 70s jumpsuit. I guess we can just call it that. It was green, one piece little romper, and it had like a little rainbow on it with I had some long rainbow socks.
Socks, yeah, like the tall white socks
Yeah, I
with
forgot what you call them, but yes, those.
yeah.
And then
Soccer socks? Is that what they are? I don't know what they
I
are.
forgot what they're called. And then tube socks.
Tube
I had
socks,
long,
yeah.
and then the three stripes were rainbows. And you were dressed kind of like everybody kept saying a tennis player, and I was
Everybody
like,
kept
"Dang,
saying
you should have brought
Johnny
one of your."
McEnroe.
Yeah, and you're
Yeah.
like, "You should have brought your tennis racket."
So peep this. I had these tube socks that went all the way up to over my calf, red and blue stripes on them. I had a white polo, and I had these short little blue athletic shorts on with no underwear
Mhm.
because I was prepared for the night.
I
Let
don't
me
ever
tell
wear
you.
underwear.
Yeah, well, it's nothing for you, but for me, it's a big deal.
Yeah.
Because that
And
normally boxer briefs, they keep everything
yeah, and you had
contained.
sweatbands on your wrist.
Yeah, I had a headband and a
You were
wristband.
prepared to dab your forehead in
That's
case you
right.
sweat.
Everybody kept coming up to me going, "Hey, are you Johnny McEnroe?" Yeah, man, this is what we do. So we were dressed for the part.
Yes, and man, all of our friends, most of them were dressed up so freaking awesome. Like
Yeah, they looked really good.
the
They did.
person that hosted the event dressed to the nines.
Yeah, yeah, I loved that.
All of the mods from the group dressed. It was
Yeah,
it
yeah,
was
we all
so
enjoyed it.
cool.
We had a good
Yeah,
time
we
with it.
did.
It was a good turnout. There was a good, had to have been a good 200 people there.
Yeah.
And there were people there that we had met before, maybe in passing or in past events. There were people that we were really close to and hang out with often.
Mhm.
There are people there that we've met a few times and wanted to see again.
Mhm.
And then there were people that we had never met before that we got to meet. And
Yes.
that was cool.
It was
Yeah,
nice.
that was
Yeah.
cool. So, in comparison to the last big event that we attended that was similar to that, but also in the same place at Christmas time, I had major anxiety that first time, the one at Christmas time. Like
Mhm.
I was majorly anxious during the entire thing.
I don't get
But
anxious.
this one I wasn't.
Yeah, I don't get anxious. I get antsy and I'm like, I'm ready to go.
Yeah, you were 30
I'm ready
30
to
minutes,
go.
40 minutes in, you were like, "How long are we staying for?"
I'm ready to go.
But we were there for a reason.
We were there for a reason because what was the reason?
Well, there were
Oh,
couples that
I
we
yeah, that we
had
wanted to
been
meet,
wanting to
and I
see.
made a special cake for a friend, and so I had to deliver it there because they were there.
Yeah.
But yeah, and we were there to get the bracelets for an upcoming event,
A beach
a
takeover.
beach
Yeah,
takeover.
yeah,
So
which, you guys are gonna be coming with us for that. We're gonna be going to a beach takeover this summer, and we're gonna be, podcasting live out there, which should be fun.
yes, that's gonna be fun. So we had to do that, and then after that, we went to the club.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, we're still talking about the meet and
The
greet.
meet and greet.
Yeah, but after that, we were gonna go to the club. That was a fun experience. So the first interesting experience that we had was that we took a friend of ours with
Yes.
us
Mhm.
to San Antonio,
Mhm.
and she not only tagged along with us the whole night, but she actually stayed the night with us at our hotel,
Yes, she did.
and, we brought her back the next morning. That was something we never done before.
No, we
Uh,
don't. We don't ever we'll have people maybe we'll only have somebody stay at the hotel with us, but we've never, like, taken somebody with us
yeah, yeah.
and made it a thing, and
And
so
actually traveled with people and
yeah, we
stuff like that.
traveled with
Like,
them,
this was different.
and we
This was
like her.
different. We like her.
She's cool,
She's very,
good
very nice
person.
company, and, yeah, just a whole lot of fun overall. So
It
that was a
was.
different, experience. That was fun, and having her tag along the night was a lot of fun.
It
She was good
was.
company on all the things that we went
Yeah.
to. And then, there at the meet and greet, there were so many people there, and I felt like the entire time we were there, we were never really alone.
No, so meet and greets are a little
They're a little
hectic.
chaotic.
They're a little chaotic, so if you're new and you go to meet and greets, you just wanna, like, literally walk around. I know it's everyone's shy. You literally walk around and you just say, like, "Hi, I'm Pris." And
Yeah,
so there's
it's
a
really that
lot of
easy.
people I did not know.
Yeah, yeah, and, that's the thing about it is I never thought it would be that easy to mingle with people at meet and greets
Mhm.
until you. I think one day you were like, "You know what? We can't sit in this corner, let's go." And you would
Yeah.
grab me by the hand, and we would go, and you would be introducing yourself to all sorts of people, and you'd be
Yeah.
like, "Hi, I'm Chris. This is Adam." And we would talk to them
Yeah.
for a minute or two, and then we'd move on. And it really is that easy because once you've done that, then they'll see you either later on in the night, or they'll see you at the next meet and greet, or they'll friend you on Facebook or
Yes.
something that will tie you 2 together from that point on. But
Yeah.
if you stay in a corner and you don't say anything,
Yeah.
it
And
doesn't do you any good.
it is hard, like, if the person so we do go to a few meet and greets that they actually give you bracelets so you know everybody you can see who's not part of the group and who is part of the group.
In case
This
there's
one yeah.
vanillas at
This
the
one,
bar.
there were vanillas.
Yeah.
It was not closed off to us this time, and so you just had to kinda make sure you were talking to somebody that was in the lifestyle because not everybody was dressed up.
Yeah.
So I think that for meet and greets, usually everyone stays in the same place, and you just kinda go up to them, and you just introduce yourself.
Yeah. Yeah. It's really
'Cause I was
that
introducing
it's
myself, and I was like, "That guy over there? That's my husband, that's Adam."
well, where we're lucky in that for the most part, people know who we are.
Yeah.
When we go to these places because we're admins to the group
Yeah, and we post
that
a lot,
yeah,
yeah.
and we post a lot, and so luckily for us, even if they are new to the group and they don't really know us or know anybody else, they normally recognize us.
Mhm.
And so rarely do I go up to people and introduce myself if I don't know them. It's normally the other way around. So I'll
Yes.
normally be standing there and somebody will come up to me and go, "Hey, I just want to introduce myself. I'm so and so, and
Mhm.
I've seen you before, and I just really wanted to introduce myself." Awesome, and we'll stand there and we'll talk for a few minutes, and then we'll go our separate ways. And chances are, we'll friend each other on Facebook and we'll get chummier, that sort of thing.
Mhm.
But that's where I feel like I'm really lucky is that I don't actually have to go out there and, "Oh, I don't know who that person is. Let me introduce myself." Because if there's vanillas at the bar, you don't know if that's who you're talking to, you know what I mean? And it gets a little scary in
Mhm.
that situation, and I know that used to prevent me when we weren't really known
Right.
and we would go to these meet and greets and we didn't know anybody. That's the reason why we would sit at a corner and just watch everybody
Mhm.
because we didn't know anybody. We didn't
Right.
know who they were. We knew this little dot of a picture that we would see on their profile, and that was about it.
That was
And
it.
a lot of people don't look like what they look like in their profile picture
No.
in person.
Yeah.
And so, I remember very distinctly we would go to meet and greets and we would sit there and just try and figure out, is that a swinger? Is that a swinger? I mean, I don't know if you can tell, but you can't really tell
No,
if a person is a swinger or not.
you can't.
You can't. You can't just look at them and go, "Oh, yeah, that's a swinger right there." Unless they're wearing an upside down pineapple shirt, in which case you still gotta
They
take
still gotta ask.
precautions. Yeah,
That's
you
right.
gotta watch out.
They just might like pineapple.
Yeah, exactly, and upside down ones at that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that was probably one of the more anxious things that we used to deal with at meet and greets, but, you know, w I noticed, and this is something that I try and tell people that are new in
Mhm.
the lifestyle, is that, yeah, it's nerve-wracking going to these meet and greets, but if you would just go out there and introduce yourself and shake everybody's hand at least once, then the next time you go to a meet and greet, those people will remember you,
Mhm.
and you'll have to do that less and less.
Yeah.
And you'll feel more comfortable going to these events because you know these people
Yeah.
already. You've been around them, you've had a beer with them, whatever,
Mhm.
and it gets easier going to meet and greets. And that's
Yes.
something that I've noticed is that, like, I had anxiety hit. I did have anxiety hit before the event. When we were
Mm.
driving
Mhm.
to the bar, that shit hit. And I was like, "Ugh, I don't wanna go.
I
What
don't
am I
get it.
doing?"
Yeah, I don't get anxiety. You know what I do? I do feel bad when I say hi to everybody, and then I know that some people just want us to, like, chill with them,
Yeah.
and it's like, "Oh, yeah, no, I can't."
Well, see, and that's the thing that I try to explain to a lot of people who are new or people who wanna spend time with me at meet and greets. I usually let them know, "Hey, so at meet and greets, I don't really get to sit in one spot. Like,
Mhm.
we're everywhere because they're
Mhm.
such large events. We and we're admins. We feel that we have to go around and make sure everybody's doing okay,
Mhm.
try to spend at least ample little bit of time
Yeah.
talking to somebody,
Yeah.
saying hello, to me, that's what a good host does, right?
Mhm.
So to just sit there and not really, introduce ourselves or anything like that just seems kind of like a dick move to do. So if you want to spend time with us at a meet and greet, chances are it's not going to be very long because we're going to be all over the place, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
But what's good about the meet and greets is, yeah, you can spend a minute or two, maybe even a little bit more with them. You can kind of get intro vibes right off the bat.
Mhm.
You meet them, you shake their hand, you have a little small talk, and you can tell, this is a person I want to hang out with again, or this is a person I don't mind avoiding. You know what I mean? And normally the people that I feel like, oh man, I like that person. That was really cool. I'll normally reach out to them and say, hey, it was really great seeing you. And sorry we didn't get to hang out too much, but we would love to schedule a dinner sometime, you know? And it just gets the whole ball rolling
Mhm.
because then you can have dinner with them and you can go through all of that. I don't know. I just think it makes a difference.
Yeah. No, it does, as long as we are all on the same page. You know what I mean? Because they can meet us and be like, "Mm."
Yeah, that's true. That's true. That makes a big difference too.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, so I get that. So
Yeah,
yeah,
that was
that all
fun.
in all, it was a fun event. We had a really, really good time. Of course, we it started at 8:30. We actually left by 10
Mhm.
because we wanted to go to the adult club,
Yes.
the sex club.
Yes.
Somebody gave me a hard time about it. I guess because I was calling it the swinger club, and they were like, "Excuse me, it's the sex club."
It's actually called the social club.
Is it?
Yeah, it's not neither a sex club or it's a social
I
club.
think it should be a sex club,
Oh,
personally.
for sure, but it's a social club.
But I guess not everybody has sex when they go.
No.
No, no. So we went to the club on Saturday after that meet and greet, and we went there to help celebrate a good friend of ours' birthday.
Yes.
And luckily for us, we had reserved a couch, which was nice, and they had the couch next to us, which was cool. So we didn't have to go very far to celebrate
Mhm.
that birthday. And we got there, and of course, the place had already been open for about an hour and a half, maybe.
Wow, yeah.
And there was already some crowds in there. It wasn't too packed yet, but it
Mhm.
was getting there. And it looked like everybody was having a real good time. We
Yeah.
kind of made our rounds and said hello to everybody that was there and did that whole thing. And that was fun. We had a good time there. We were sat there and we people watched for a little while. And and then You and I both got to have our little separate, play
Yeah,
experiences, didn't we?
we did. I went to go and play with the couple.
Yeah, so we were sitting there on the couch with our friend, and I noticed yet the couple that you've been,
Mhm.
uh, seeing lately,
Talking to.
talking to.
Yep.
They were there across the room hanging out.
They went over there and talked a little.
Yeah, well, I knew what was coming.
Yeah, and then you came up to me and you're like, "I'm gonna take blah, blah, blah to the back." I was like, "Cool."
Well, yeah, because as soon as you left, it just seemed like the
Yeah.
prime
Oh, it's
time,
fine.
you know?
It's fine.
And so that's when I went up to you and I told you that I was gonna go to the back
Yeah.
for some fun. You were like, "Okay, cool." Now, we were talking about that specifically, and you had made it known that you really appreciated that I did that,
Yes.
that I
I
went up
wanna
to
know where
you
you're
and
at.
told you that I
Yeah.
was going to the
Yeah. I
back.
wanna know where you're at
Yeah, yeah,
and who you're with,
of course.
and you did. Yeah, you came up to me and you were like, "Hey, I'm gonna go to the back with." I was like, "Cool." And then you were back there, and it took us a while to get back there. And then we finally
Like,
went.
it took y'all a while because y'all were talking or because there was just a lot
Yeah, there
going
was
on?
something going on. People were at our table. I had to go make sure that they knew that I was our table, and then I was back and forth.
Uh-huh.
And then she had to go change, and then we went to the back, and saw your shoes, and I saw which area you were on, so I opened the little curtain, and I was like, "Hello," and then I closed it.
Yeah, I
Um,
just saw your hand
yeah. I was
stick
like
out
I was like, "Oops.
mid-coitus.
Oops, you're not supposed to open the curtain." I was like, "Yeah, I don't care.
Yeah,
That's my property in there. I
you're
got
my
to
wife,
see."
ain't nobody complaining about that.
Yeah.
It's all good.
And then we went to our own little cubby, and we proceeded to have some fun. It
Yeah,
was fun. It was nice. I was not nervous. I've noticed that I'm not really nervous anymore. What I get nervous about is being too forward.
really.
I'm like, "Let's do this." Like, what are we waiting for?
Do you think that that is a turnoff to people?
I don't know. If it is, they should say something, but I
Yeah.
don't think so.
I mean, I've heard that it's not. I've actually heard that people appreciate that
Yeah, because
forwardness.
we were standing there talking, and he was like, "Oh, let me know when you wanna go to the back," and I was like, I was ready when I walked in,
Yeah, yeah.
you know? And I'm not trying to be transactional about it. I'm just like, "There's no reason for us to let's go before we get all sweaty and everyone starts to drink." Like,
Yeah,
that was a prime time because people drink too much, and I do not like to be with a guy who's drinking a lot because forget it, that's gonna take forever.
yeah.
I'm just not that person.
Right, right.
So, yeah, it was nice.
Now as far as playing without your husband there, what was that like? Like,
It
was
was
that's
cool.
different, huh?
Um, I wasn't worried about you. I wasn't worried about you. I heard when you left because you talked, so I could hear you leaving. I heard you leaving,
Uh,
and I was like, "Oh, cool." But no, it wasn't. I didn't worry about you. I didn't worry what you were doing. I didn't worry. I just you were in my brain, but you weren't a distraction.
oh, that's good,
Yeah, it was fun.
good.
When we got home, or I told you a little bit about it when after we got back to the hotel, what I really couldn't, like, go through details with you while we were at the club, right? We
Right,
were doing our own
right.
thing, and then yeah, it was a good time.
Yeah, and that's
Yeah,
good,
yeah, it
that's
was a
good.
good time. No nervousness, no worrying about you. I knew I knew who was around at the club, and so
So it's funny that you say no nervousness. I had no nervousness either going to the back without
because
you.
that was the first time you go to the back
I've
without me.
never gone to the back
Mhm, mhm.
without you.
And you were in a cubby
Yeah,
with the curtain drawn.
yeah,
Yeah, no.
yeah. So, I mean, that was I don't know if I could have gone to the back and gone to the middle with somebody, because I feel like that's our spot. Is that weird?
I feel if you would've, I probably would've been like, "N
That's
no."
kind of our
That's
thing.
our
That's our
thing, yeah.
spot. Like, we
Like,
walk back there and we go straight to that
we go
one
straight to
bed.
that one
I
bed.
didn't wanna be there, and trust me, that thought process
Yeah,
walked into my brain as I walked into that room,
yeah,
and I was like, the thought of even like, she probably would have been down,
yeah.
but I didn't want to do that because for some reason I just felt like that's our thing, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
it's just so silly, but
I mean, I
it's
probably
kind
would've
of
yeah,
it's that's why we're married because
yeah,
we think the same
I
way, I
probably
bet.
would've yeah, if I would've saw you there, I would've been like, "You mean did you miss the cubby, homie? What's up?"
But even then,
Or
like
I probably would've been like, "Oh, hold on to the couple.
yeah.
Let me do this real quick, and then let me go to you, then I'll go to" but yeah, no, I knew you wouldn't do that.
No, I
I knew it.
it's just funny because I never really thought about it
Yeah.
until I walked back there,
Really?
and then I was like, "Oh, no.
Yeah.
No, no, no." And so we got into the cubby, and she was willing to keep the I guess, the curtain
Curtain.
open a little bit, like, cracked open a bit,
Uh-huh.
because she knows that I like to give a show,
Yeah.
but, like I told her, I was like, I that doesn't have to like, I don't
No.
have to give a show, like,
Yeah.
it's all good, like, we can close this.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, and plus I knew that I you know how I do my shoes?
Yeah.
Wherever I park at, I do my shoes.
Mhm.
So, I knew that you would find
Oh,
me.
yeah. I found them.
Yeah,
And I was like, "Oh, this is cool."
yeah,
Yeah, no, it was fun. Then after that, I met you back at the couch,
yeah, yeah.
and we didn't play with anybody after
No,
that,
just us.
just us.
Just us,
I
and we
mean, we
finished out the night, and then, of course, in the night, we're at towards the end there, we're in the middle beds, you and I,
yes.
and
So many people back there.
so many people were
I
back
mean,
there, and they were coming through.
I don't drink.
Yeah,
I don't drink,
yeah.
but I don't know why, but there was a lot of people, right? Like, I'm not
No,
tripping.
there was a lot of people back
Yeah.
there. Yeah, there was a lot.
And I felt people just
Yeah.
but then there was this one girl that was staring at us, and I was like, "Oh my she's
Well,
gonna"
so that's the thing. So I was at one point I was on top of you, and I normally focus on you and not what's going on around
Mhm,
me. And I felt there was like people like near me, close
mhm,
by. So I decided I was going to lay down and you were going to go down on me.
mhm.
And as I guess pulled out of you and I turned, there were these women there that were standing there on the next to our bed just staring at you. And I was like, "Oh shit, is this a line? Like, are people waiting to get
I know, it
to
was like
you?" Like, I didn't know what was going on.
because that's happened before.
Yeah, and so I laid down next to you and
Yeah.
we were talking and
Oh, I was blowing you.
yeah, you
And
started
then
blowing me.
and then that girl was there, and I was like, "Do you wanna join?" And she was like, I'm still shy." And I was like, "Okay." And so I kinda went up to her. I was had your dick in my hand, and I went up to her to kiss her. And then our friend was back there, and I was like, "Oh, hey, can you come over here? Tag team. Can you take Adam?" And so I was kissing the girl
While she was going down on
while
me.
she was going down on you,
Yeah.
and then great kisser, by the way. And so she was still shy, so she just wanted to watch, and so
Sure.
I talked to her, and she was like, "Yeah, I just" she's still new to being in the center, and I was like, "That's okay, girl.
Yeah.
That was fun." But yeah, and then I took over, but there was a
Yeah, you took
lot.
over and our friend disappeared, and then
That's right, because I said, "Oh, he didn't bring a condom." She goes, "Oh, okay. I'll see you back over there." And I said, "Okay."
is that way I
It
also
was so
all of a sudden
funny.
she just disappeared, and I was like, "Oh, shit." So then you were going down on me again, and then as I'm laying there
Oh,
and
a friend came to kiss you.
yeah, a couple friends came through
Mhm.
and kissed me,
Mhm.
and one even crawled on the bed and
And
sucked my
sucked
dick
you
a
a little
little
bit.
bit, yeah.
Yes.
That was kinda nice, that was interesting.
She's a good friend.
Yes, but that was awesome.
It
So
was.
that was a good way to finish off the night. That
Yeah.
was that was good.
It was a fun night. We didn't we didn't get back to the hotel. We didn't go to bed. We went and dropped off our friend at the hotel, and then we went to go get food. We went
Whataburger,
to get
yeah.
Whataburger because the girl needs to eat.
That's how we do at the end of the night.
We ate that, we asked her if she was hungry, she wasn't hungry. She ate that whole bag of Chex.
Yeah, she did.
I'm calling her out on the air.
But, yeah, we finished our night with some Whataburger, we crashed out, we woke up the next morning, had breakfast, and headed back home.
Yeah,
So,
good
it was a
weekend.
really good weekend, it was a lot of fun. We got to connect with some really, really cool people. I got to spend time with some people that I've really, really been wanting to spend time with, and I hardly ever get to see, so that was particular. Like, that was cool. it was really neat seeing all of the people that we haven't seen in for so long.
I know. Yeah.
So yeah, I just think it was just probably one of the better weekends that we've had in quite some time. So,
It was a great weekend.
and it was so great that we decided to share it with you guys
Yeah, it
for
was
our
fun.
Wednesday quickie. So, with that, I appreciate you guys coming in and talking to us or listening to us talk. And thanks for always listening. Thanks for always showing support. Thanks for always being there for us. You guys are really, really awesome.
Yeah.
And don't forget to follow our socials.
Don't ask me what they are.
We're not going to ask her what they are, but you can always message us.
Yes.
We do, like I said, have some big changes that are going to be coming up soon. Soon. We'll keep you guys abreast of that as they come along. But till then, we just want to say thank you for joining us, and we'll see you next week.
Bye.